Hey everybody, this is Frankie Day Models. Okay, I've been gone a little while, been doing a lot of work at the old house. Got a lot of stuff moved in there. I've been waiting for the bench for a while. I've been having a lot of condensation problems with my compressor. It keeps spitting out water all the time. And I bought a new trap for it. It gets humid out here in Ohio, it's kind of, it only does it during when it's really warm outside, it does that. When it's nice and cool outside, I don't do it. But I'm going to kind of change the course a little bit here, fellas. Well, I'm moving the stuff here. I know next time we take these airplanes down, I'm gonna start getting them all cleaned up real good, put in boxes, and get them sent out. For the time being, I'm working on two projects right now. Unannounced, unprecedented until about 3 days, about 4 days ago. I went down to a big storage, got my big portable work table I got right across here. This thing's 8 foot long. I don't know how the heck I got it in here, but you can do anything if you put your mind to it. Got to have some room here until I get moved. Uh, Right now, I ordered a bunch of paint. I'm going to paint the place, and Mr. Roberts, one knows the house. He told me whatever I get, he said he'll take it off the rent. I said that's fine, and I'm taking my time. I got rent paid up all the way up until December this year. I paid in advance. Thank God I got a little money to make. I can save up. Okay, so that got that underway. You guys probably wondering what the hell I'm doing. What's this thing? This thing right here is a 1981 Billings kit of the seagoing Danish tug or Dutch tug, the ZWARTE ZEE. A scale of 190, I think it is. Right there gives you a good idea of what I'm building right here. All plank and frame and everything. Frank Dave got started this thing. I've been on this thing now for about off and on. Well, off and on. Heck, I've been pretty steady on it now for the about last 3 days now. And I got about 13 hours in yesterday on it. The day before that, I got about 10 hours on it. The day before that, I got about 6. So I got some time in it. Here it is right here. I got started on it. I cut all this out and move. We'll get to the motor and everything. This is an old model. This old Billings kit. These kits back in those days, they're suitable for radio control, but they weren't designed for radio control. Suitable comes in somebody knows what they're doing. They can make it radio control. Now they got one now that's superseded. They ditched this old kit here. This kit number. There's two kits. There's two boxings of this. The first boxing was number 421. This is boxing 486. It comes in a red box, and it's a very beautiful tug when it's down. I had one of these before. For the love of life of me, I don't know whatever happened to it. I imagine it got lost or tossed. I don't know. I've lost a lot of stuff during my years. This is removable. The battery fit in there. The motor fit in here. The compartment's there. I got to cut all this out here and put a stern tube, and the motor will go right about here. And I got to modify these bulkheads so I can run my stuffing box through here. I can run the universal there to the motor. I've been all day long. It takes about 10 hours to get 10 hours of work on that thing. This thing's out of plywood. All those windows I had to cut out by hand using a pair of using a number 11 blade. I broke the 4 blades already. I like kits like this. I like it when they're rough as a cob. We get along pretty good together. Us rough guys do. And right now I'm working on this. It's all plywood. Got to cut out number 11 blade. I got a big old callus on my finger right there. You can see it right here. Looks like a bunion. Pressing out wood like that. Right now I'm working on the deck over. I'm planking the planks. We're silly planking that. Now the kit gives you two options. When you're dealing with prehistoric stuff like this, you got to keep in mind what you're dealing with. You got to be able to make plans. How are you going to construct this, or what are you going to do to it? Simple way, hard way, easiest way that there is. A way of taking your time, make it look right. This is the way you take your time, make it look right when you add details to it. The simple, easiest way to build out of the box is build out of the box. You take some varnish and varnish that deck over there, the yellow. And you can see the simulated lines on it. It's pretty effective. I've done it before. It works. If I was to make a display model out of this, out of the box, and have the stuff for it, that's the way I'd go. Since I have all the materials that I need to make this thing work and experience, I'm taking my time on it. That fits over like this. I got an opening mirror. I'm going to put some lights there, put some LEDs inside there. I'm going to have the circuit board. I'm going to have two different power sources. I have one for the motor and one for accessories like lights and stuff. This is kind of small compared to my other stuff I've got, but this is an older model. I get everything here where it's supposed to go. I like that. So I got planking to do there, as you see. And the rest of the parts that go to there got to be cut out of this plywood. Billings kits, the early ones are very, very hard to build because of the wood they use. The wood they use is a toss-up between rayon, mahogany, or some kind of basswood they use. And it's very hard woods. And one thing bad about the woods that they got at Billings kits do. Now this here is not too bad here. I went through about 2 or 3 sheets of this just to get this thing done this far on it. I have not yet destroyed a piece yet. It has not disintegrated. But the earlier kits, like this here is early. Well, the kits back in the 60s and 70s. The woods they used back then was rayon and mahogany. And that rayon wood is very hard wood like this. And you break many blades, but they suggest you to use this. Always cut above the line. Then you can file to the line. You just cut those out. Use number 11 blade. It takes a few passes to get these parts out of there, but it works pretty well. Hard parts cut out all those windows. See those windows in there? As I do, I had to cut those out by hand. Laborious, but very effective. Now, I'll get back to these pieces of the earlier kits. A lot of people go, ugh, I give up. I'll never buy this again. I wasted my money. I ended up selling it. The reason why I give up because they didn't follow directions. Because the Eleanor Billing knows these things. On these wood here, when you cut these parts out, sometimes they'll split. To keep them from splitting is, here's what I does. 2 different ways. Get glue like this, a piece of paper or something, and glue behind the finished part like this. Not printed sheet, this is a printed face. On the back face of the printed sheet. Glue paper on there. I use this. Put masking tape on there. Those pieces start to crack on you like that, start to disintegrate, ain't gonna go nowhere. Because it's glued to the paper and glued to the backing of this tape. So we usually use kits, especially back in the 60s and 70s, if we've got anything to stop in your stash. Someday you want to build it and fear that problem. That's the only way you're going to alleviate that problem is by being able to glue paper on the back side of the print sheet or use masking tape. Be sure you use glue on your paper, like I showed you a while ago. Other than that, it goes together like child's play. These all been filed, filled, and sanded well down. They're about ready to be primed. ZWARTE ZEE, the Seagoing tug. This is a very pretty tug. This tug came out is I think is either it's Danish or it's Dutch. I'm not too sure. I think it was Danish around Denmark. They It still exists. This thing was launched in 1933. It's been through a couple refits. On the original 1933 version, instead of having the streamlined funnel like it has, the funnel like this, it gives you. It gives you a funnel like that. It's up here. There's somewhere the big one. That's way back there. I'm not gonna fuss with it. Anyway, you guys get the picture. Uh, it was straight. Instead of 1950s, we did all that. Paint schedule back then in the early 1950s and 40 and 50s, 1930s and 50s were actually the ship was out all black. Hull was black, and they had white superstructures. Now it's all blue up here, and which is very pretty. Now when you work on these things, I got all my holes drilled out there. That's all your railings go through. So everything's printed on the sheet. So be sure to drill off those holes before you paint or prime. Now you want to see something else I'll be working on too? Come here, Jock. This is my clip, so I'm working that too. I don't like going home. I build big. When I get my house, they're gonna be bigger than that. One thing good about this kit here, the Calypso, is that it's a fiberglass hull. Now I'm not too sure of the old version they made. I think it was a plank and frame hull, like my ZWARTE ZEE tug. But they started that stuff probably back in the '90s. All this that kit has all laser cut pieces to it. This here is old school, cut out, and this is the kind of wood they give you, strip wood, all mahogany like that. So they haven't got away from that yet. Those Danes must love that mahogany. Mahogany is like an exotic wood, like monkey pod. It looks good if you put some shellac on it and stuff, but you give you what they give you in the kit. You got to use what you got to use. You don't, you're on your own. Yep. So I got those two going, and what else I got going here? I cleaned up everything out of here. To get all my stuff out of there. It's in my new house. I got a lot of my storage, all that storage in my shed back there is empty out. It's all gone. It's in my new storage. It's at my house. And slowly but surely they're going to storage out there and get all that stuff out and bring it over. I told Mr. Roberts, I said, Mr. Roberts says, I'll make a move in this house. I'm planning on dying here. You have to worry about my carcass to be taken care of. What I mean by that is I don't have it in me to move anymore. The stuff that I had for 50, 60 years. The things that he's seen the stuff I had since, my God. He said, you put all that in an 8 by 40 foot trailer? I go, yeah. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how to do it either. But you can do anything. I'm not going to give up the ship because of my living conditions. I know I can do better. I did better. And, yeah, well, he says, stay as long as you want. I'm not going nowhere. I said, I know I ain't going nowhere either. I said, you got guaranteed money. It's positive income. I gave my routing number to the bank and everything. And he, I thought I'm not going to take it out of my account, so I don't have to worry about it. I won't miss it. That's the way to do it, fellas. Old fashioned way, the best way, you always deal with cash. But since we live in a credit card world nowadays, electronic funds transfers and all that jazz, I don't like it all. Because you got no control of your money because you don't know what those banks are going to do. I have a lot of talk. I had a buddy of mine. He's all teed off and mad as hell. I'm gonna close up my bank account and go somewhere else. And so what happened? They're taking my money. I said, how in the hell are they taking your money? What are they doing? And he says, well, I got stuff going out. I got stuff going out of my account. Are you taking tabs on it? What's going in your account, out of your account? He says, no. I always get these $25 non-sufficient fund things going to my account. So that means they're going to your account and get money out of there. They ain't there, so their bank is going to punish you for what they're going through. So actually, I've been flogged twice. And so you know what you do about that is just get ready to just get a new account. Don't give me your running number or get it taken care of. What I do is that if I trust the people, they can take it out of my account. I make sure that I have them taken out of my not my savings account, but I take them out of my checking account. And I know how much I got going on because I keep pretty good tabs on that. Anything mischievous goes around there, they hear it from Frankie Day on the fly. And like I told him, you got whoever's taking money out of the bank like that, you got to make sure it's not a scam job. You got to make sure they have all your monies in there. If you don't, they're not going to take it out of there. You're going to get non-sufficient funds. And that's another mystery where your money's going. Like Jesse James, Frank James said years ago, banks are made to be robbed, not to save money, because they're robbing you. I hate to feel that way and say that, but in a sense, that's the way they do. But you got to keep your eyes on them and let them know. Give them a good flog and let them know. And we use a lot of conclusive proof that this my statement says I have spent nothing. Oh, okay. Then you caught them in the act and they correct the problem. So you got to watch. You got to keep your wits about yourself and watch these people. You got to realize they're out there to nab you. You got to keep 1, 2, 3 jumps ahead of them all the time. It's kind of world we live in. About non-functional as a paper donut. Okay, I'm out of here. Let you guys know I'm still alive. I'm packing the new house full of stuff. I'll be next video. I'll have some pictures of my house. I'll show you, and I'll post it on here on the next review on this. I'm all over the place with these models, guys. But right now I'm having water problems with my compressor spitting water out. I'm on a new water trap doing the same damn thing. I said, screw it. I said, these models are haunting me. I got to get these things done instead of worrying about the water and everything else coming out of my airbrush. So I'll move onward. So I'm working on the Calypso and working on the ZWARTE ZEE. And everything else I'll probably finish up when wintertime gets here. And of course, wintertime I'll be in my new house. Way before that. My hope is to get in there at least by August. That's my goal to achieve. Okay, I'm out of here. Make mama happy. Take care of the little ones. I like them and stay healthy. Please say your prayers and stay focused when you drive and spend wisely. Beware of your surroundings. And like I said, say your prayers. God helps those who help themselves. And I'd like to thank all my subscribers for your wonderful candor and wonderful comments. I'm deeply honored to you. Okay, this is Frankie Day Model signing out. We'll catch you guys on another update. It could be the Calypso or it'll be on the ZWARTE ZEE. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the ZWARTE ZEE. I'm only go as far as the superstructure. I'm gonna get all the subassemblies all done, all finished. Planking the hull will be last because I gotta wait for the fittings. This kit does not come with fittings. Billings kits nowadays come with fittings. Kits from the Billings back in the 80s and 70s beyond, where the fittings kit were sold separately. So they don't sell these fittings more for this. They force you to buy a new kit with all the fittings in it. I'm not going to go that way. So like I say, I always go eBay to find my fittings. I find all kinds of fittings there. I've got a lot of fittings I get all the time. So I'm going to wait until I get my ZWARTE ZEE fittings, and I'll resume construction on this. As far as I'm going to do on the ZWARTE ZEE, I'm going to get all my decks planked, get my deck houses all done and get them primed, and I'm going to put her away until I get my fittings, and I'll go ahead and resume on that. So that's about as far as I got to be going on the ZWARTE ZEE. I got a good goddamn start on it. I got a lot of those subassemblies all finished. And they're, like I say, they're awful hard. That plywood you use, it's... Boy, where's a nub on your finger? Lord. Okay, I'm out of here. Just rambling. It's a beautiful day outside. It's going to be warm tomorrow. Here in Ohio land, it's going to be 84, 85 degrees. It's going to be sweltering hot out here. Other places are going to be warmer or be a little cooler and still warm. It's summertime. Summertime's getting here. Springtime's over with. And they got Father's Day coming up. And I hope my children recognize me as still got a father that's alive. I already chewed them out one time before. And I got to think, wait a second. I want you to regroup time out a little bit. Don't you realize the world we live in, they don't have time for people like me. They got their own life and problems to worry about. Want to see my models on Facebook, see me on YouTube. You know that's okay. So that's another source I consider. Okay, I'm out of here, boys. Good day for a barbecue, I was trying to say a while ago. Burn a steak, hot dogs, do what you want to do. I got a couple good pork tenderloins on. I got the one out there in the grill. My brother's working now. He's doing very good. He told me to tell everybody out there hello and thank you very much for your prayers. And he's very honored. And he goes, Frank, that's a wonderful community you belong to. So I'm like, they're my family now. It's beyond community. These people are busting nut to help me. I'll do the same thing for them. We all share the same styrene. We all share the same wood. And we all share the same expense of our beloved hobbies that we do. So we're birds of a feather flock together. And we'll flock together. Okay, I'm going to flock out of here. This is Frankie Day. I'm out of here. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, boys. Take care of yourself. Good love you all.